Why? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Look at that! I'm getting another video up today. Isn't that exciting? I think it is. And today we've got a pretty good one. Today we are going to be talking about Orly yet again, but instead of talking about the fall collection, we're talking about the winter collection. And this one's interesting. This one's interesting, you guys. Let's put a pin in that just for a second because it's time to talk about VLOGMAS. Yes, I am doing VLOGMAS this year, and I've actually been doing a pretty good job about keeping up with it. And I'm really enjoying it quite a bit. So if you like daily vlogs or just vlogs in general, please check out my vlogging channel, CHAZITA. I will link it down below. There I am doing daily vlogs all the way up until Christmas. Maybe I'll do some after Christmas. I've been doing a lot of Black Friday unboxing things over there. I did a lot of shopping over Black Friday. Most of it was nail polish, and so if you want to see sneak peeks of future review videos that I'll be doing later this month, go on and check out CHAZITA because there's a lot of polish happening over there as well. But today we are here, we are now, we are on Bonita Juanita, and on this channel we do nail polish reviews. So let's get into this review for today. We are talking about Orly Winter, and just like the fall and most Orly sets, this is a 6-bottle set. There's a nice variety of formulas here. We've got some frosted polishes, we've got some creams, and overall, it's not that bad. Now, when I first looked at this set, it didn't necessarily scream Christmas to me because there weren't a whole lot of holiday type colors. However, I do feel as a whole, this collection works really, really nicely. So let's dive into these polishes one at a time, talk about the formulas, talk about the colors, and see how they look on my hands. So the first one we're gonna start out with is Faux Pearl. Now, I looked at this and I saw it and I thought, pass. It is a yellowy kind of creamy beige with a gold shimmer running through it. And when I saw it, which I actually talked about in one of my vlogs, I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. I think it's gonna clash really, really poorly with my skin. But then I put it on. And I gotta say, I kinda like it. I really do. And it is hard for me to find nudes that work with my skin. I think I talk about this almost in every single video, but I am very fair skinned and I have very strong yellow undertones to my skin thanks to being a jaundiced baby. So it's very, very hard for me to find a nude that works with my skin, that doesn't wash me out or make me look dead. Like, it's really, really hard. This one, however, I feel like it works. And you guys, the formula is so good.
I was so impressed to find that Faux Pearl was almost opaque in one coat. She was almost completely done in one coat. But I did notice that when the first coat dried, there were some bald patches. It was a little bit overworked in some areas, so I added a second coat and it cleared things up no problem. I was definitely happy in 2. A glossy topper looks amazing on this, but it does have a pretty nice glossy finish on its own. I was so surprised at how much I loved this polish, which is so rare because it's a nude, but I like it. I really like it.
Okay, next in the winter collection, we have a frosted polish. Now, this one is called Once in a Blue Moon. I think it's gorgeous. It looks beautiful. It's a gorgeous, very silvery sky blue, but it's frosted, so it's got like this shimmery action going on in here. I just don't like frosted polishes. However, the formula is really, really good. Despite how I feel about frosted polishes, this formula is fantastic.
So even though I can make a really big stink on how frosted polishes look on me, this formula was so surprising. I was really, really impressed with this. It was okay in one coat, like it was still a little bit sheer. You could still see the nail line, and I was worried I was gonna need 3 coats with this polish, but a second coat remedies any problems you may have. Bald patches, nail line, any kind of thinness, problem solved in 2 coats. Now, the only issue and the reason why I don't like frosted polishes is that they get extremely brush strokey. So be alert on that with this one. You will see those brush strokes, so be super, super careful. But also add a glossy topper to really help that shimmer come out because it looks pretty good. Not on my hands, but it looks pretty good.
The next polish in the collection is called Champaign Slushie. And here we go again. We've got another frosted, like, metallic-y polish. Why? Well, it is a champagne-y kind of bronze color, and it's got this like frosty business happening in there. I just don't like it. I don't like frosted polishes. It's just not my thing. If this is your jam and you love a good frosted polish, these are definitely for you because they both have fantastic formulas.
So Champaign Slushie performs a lot like Once in a Blue Moon in that first coat is a little bit sheer, a little bit, you know, patchy, needs a little bit more oomph to it, but it's easily solved in 2 coats. I did find the Champaign Slushie to be a little bit more brush strokey than Once in a Blue Moon, so if that's kind of a make or break deal for you, this one is definitely a little bit more sensitive regarding the brush strokes, so take that into account. Once again, I highly recommend adding a glossy topper to it to really enhance the frost, but it also looks pretty decent with a matte as well. So again, not my style, not my taste, but a really good formula.
Okay, now we're moving into the darkened colors from this collection. The first one that we have is Penny Leather. This one for me almost doesn't really strike me as a very strong contender for a winter polish. For me, this makes me think more of fall because it's a beautiful curry red. It's almost got kind of a gingerbready-esque type look to it. I think this is so beautiful, looks so nice on the nails, and the formula is really nice.
Penny Leather is a gorgeous cinnamon ginger red that is so fantastic. I think if you worked hard enough and you were really diligent and very deliberate, you might be able to get this thing opaque in 1 coat. I also wanted to see if a second coat would darken the color, and it didn't. It actually just kind of evened things out a little bit, but it did not deepen the color at all. So again, I feel like if you worked really hard and if you tried, you could possibly get this opaque in 1. These Orly polishes actually do have a pretty good finish on their own, but of course adding a glossy topper would only make your manicure last longer and also give you the bonus of a little bit of an oomph to the shine. This one is such a beautiful polish. It is fantastic.
The next one that we have in the Orly winter is called Stiletto on the Run. Here we are dealing with a classic Christmas red. I want to say it's like a crimson poinsettia red. Really gorgeous, nice and deep without being in your face. I loved this kind of red. I thought this was so flattering, and the formula was not bad considering it's a red. Like, some reds can be iffy, right? Like, some reds can be really watery and you need to build them up. This one is really nice.
Now, Stiletto on the Run is actually a pretty decent red. It's not ZOYA quality and it's not OPI quality, but it's pretty darn good for an Orly. It's pretty wearable in 1 coat. It's pretty opaque. You can see very little of the nail line. It's a beautiful cherry tomato red. However, if you add a second coat, that red gets deepened and darkened to the red you see in the bottle. And of course, you don't see nail line at all. So I kind of like the versatility of this one, that it looks pretty good in 1 and you get like a really nice deepened crimson in 2. This is just a perfect Christmas red.
And the last polish in the Orly winter is Secondhand Jade. I loved this. I loved this. I love blackened colors. Like, they're just my ultimate favorite for the fall. And with this being a beautiful pine green that has been toned down and darkened down so much that it's almost black, I love this. This is so beautiful. To me, it is a classic like hunter forest green. So incredibly dark, so incredibly broody, but yet so appropriate for the holidays. I loved this. I thought this was a gorgeous green, and the formula is really good. It's so good.
Secondhand Jade is opaque in 1 coat. What? I know, it's crazy. If you work in a super thick coat, you can get it opaque in 1. Now, I know as you first apply it, it looks like it's a little bit milky, but the more you maneuver the polish and move it around, it can be opaque in 1, and I adore that. It does dry a little bit darker than what you see in the bottle, but that's totally fine with me because I adore these blackened colors so incredibly much. This one's a powerhouse, and I love it.
Those are the colors from the Orly winter collection, and I think it kind of works. Like, it's a little bit iffy because, like I said before, some of these don't necessarily strike me as a huge, like, wintry color or wintry holiday colors. They kind of strike me as more like fall type colors, but I'll still take it because there are some amazing formulas in this collection. Straight out of the gate, no questions asked, Penny Leather and Secondhand Jade. These two are amazing. Now, Secondhand Jade, like I said before, the formula doesn't start out fantastic, but it does end pretty solid and pretty like sturdy. So I really, really love this darkened hunter green. And Penny Leather is just a fantastic, beautiful cinnamony red that I adore. I absolutely adore this. The one that I would add to these that I was so surprised about was a Faux Pearl. I did not expect to like this one bit, but it's actually quite nice and I really dig it. Okay, so those are my thoughts about the Orly Winter. What did you guys think? Have you tried this collection? Do you like frosted polishes? Because I'm curious. Maybe I'm not using them right. I don't know. It could be a personal thing. Could be I'm not using the polish right. Please let a girl know because as usual, I'm dying to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comment section down below. But that is my video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!